My name is Rachel Everett, and ever since I could hold a pencil, I've wanted to be an artist. I've taken art classes for as long as I can remember, but I never really settled exactly on what I want to be until recently. And I want to be an animator. And the reason why is because animation tells a story with characters and it's acting all mixed into one. Without theater, I would not be nearly as creative as I am. And what theater did for me was it gave me the opportunity to look into another person's personality. Because during theater, you're asked a lot of questions. You're asked, so how is this character feeling right now? Why are you reacting the way you're reacting right now? And so theater has been really important to me. One of the most precious resources to me throughout my whole art experience, learning experience, has been Mary Reeder. She has been my mentor as well as my teacher, as well as my friend. And I don't think I would be anywhere if I hadn't started taking classes with Mary Reeder. I remember in one art class when I was like 4, 5, maybe 6, I was told to draw a lioness head, and I drew the lioness head, and then I got really bored, and it was just this plain lioness head on a piece of paper, so I drew a body onto the lioness head and a little sink with her washing her hands, so she looked like a mom washing her hands with a lion head. And I remember the art teacher got really mad at me for adding on something that I wasn't supposed to add on, so apparently I was being creative wrong. But I've always been that way. I've always seen the potential in things, wanting them to be more than what they are. When I was really little, I used to collect garbage. I was like a hoarder of garbage. I had this heart-shaped piece of paper stapled together on the edges, and I would collect candy wrappers because I didn't want the candy wrappers to be thrown away, because then the candy wrappers would be sad. I always personified things, and I always saw potential in little objects like that. I wanted to turn a wrapper into a dress for my doll or a blanket, or I wanted to turn a nerd's box into a cereal box. And not only objects, but in characters as well. Just like drawings that I drew, I always would give them a character. I wouldn't just draw something to draw it. I would draw a character and say, oh, this character has a name, and this character lived here, and this character has this kind of a story. For as long as I can remember, my art has turned into a story, or my story has turned into an art piece. And I've always thought that was really important with artwork, is making it tell a story, communicating, because that's what is really important about art, is the communication. And what I want to ultimately do with my art is change people's perspective, for them to develop a greater sense of their self-worth. And I really feel like I have the power and ability to do that. I feel like a lot of artists have a similar goal in creating their art. They all want to communicate something. And what I want to communicate as the artist is that everyone has potential. Just like a piece of wrapper has potential to be a blanket, just like that nerd's box has potential to be a cereal box. Everyone has potential to one day be something great. Aside from Mary, I've also had other important mentors that have just recently stepped into my life. One of them includes Brandon Gonzalez. And what Brandon taught me was that I need to start finding the potential in simple, sketchy drawings. He taught me how to silhouette. I've been able to find so many new character designs through just sketching and just drawing like literal scribbles on my piece of paper. And he taught me yet another way of finding potential in the simplest things. If I can get people to look at my art and watch my stories and gain a new perspective of their potential, then I will have succeeded.